Wyckoff is very different because it tracks supply and demand. There's two types of investors. There's the short-term mindset speculator, and then there's the value investor who is, you know, in it for the long run, understands the fundamentals, understand where the market is going. And, you know, that's basically dumb money and smart money. Dumb money always sells their positions to smart money. Smart money will always accumulate the lion's share of the available supply on the market. I hope I'm not getting too technical.
No, I think that's, again, it's kind of an intermediate type of crypto podcast. So that, no, I think that's.
So when demand exceeds the available supply, and that's the key, the available supply on the open market, you get a bull market. So during the bear market, the smart, savvy investors that have a long time horizon, they're just chewing up the available supply that's on the available market. They're building for the next bull market. And when that, you know, that chewing up of the supply takes many years. And when it's complete, let's say the whales, the savvy investors, they might end up holding, you know, 80% of the supply. So then when the fundamentals shift, or when the hype shifts, or when the products, you know, new products come to market that get retail investors really, really excited, you end up marking up the price, and that's what causes a bull market. And the bull market brings more participants, and the more participants come in, they're buying at higher prices, and you get this FOMO type move, this FOMO culture, this, you know, wag me, we're all going to make it, let's fucking go stuff. And that's just because the available supply is not available. Then the savvy investors who do believe in crypto and believe in the product get to the point where it's just like, well, you know, we're really overbought, so I'm going to lock in some of this. I'm going to diversify. I might be doing, you know, I have enough money to start a startup business. I'm going to create apps. I'm going to make crypto stronger. And they need capital, operation capital to do that. Or they just want to buy a boat and a house. Yep. And, you know, they end up flooding the market with supply. Retail can't hold it up. And then you get a bear market. And the cycle repeats itself over and over and over again. It's always repeated itself. This is not a new method.
And it's not just crypto, it's all markets.
It's all markets.
Yeah.
Anything where you have a publicly traded asset, you have these boom and bust cycles.
And that's why when everyone says, you know, crypto is going to zero, well, again, we'll call it crypto in that sense.
Sure.
You know, at the end of the day, we're talking about Bitcoin and everything follows. But everyone says it's going to zero. The reality, it's just more volatile.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And we're in that stage.
And it's highly speculative.
Highly speculative.
It's highly speculative. We often are selling vaporware in the crypto sector, which means that, you know, vaporware is software ideas that are profound, but in reality don't have user adoption. So because you don't have user adoption, and because most of the market participants have this short-term mindset, I want to be a millionaire next year, when that doesn't happen, they just ditch positions. So because most of the demand comes from speculative demand, when they change their mind on the time horizon, they sell. And you get 95, 98% retracements in these assets because people just give up and they're like, oh, I'll pick it up later if there's apps and stuff to do.
Yeah, I mean, that one part of the fib retracement, let's say, indicator, essentially, that one's kind of been true on the macro level. Like if we really zoom out, I mean, Bitcoin's always going to retrace maybe 80, 85%, and the altcoins follow by 90, even up towards to 98. And when it hits those points, fucking sell the house and buy. Depending. We don't know if alts are going to go to zero. So yeah, we'll talk about that. Back to your point about, and we won't get too technical